Hey YouTube, Christo here. Got another video for you. Not my how to pick your ideal scent part 2 yet. I've shot it like 3 or 4 times and I keep going over and I just can't get it under 15 minutes, so I thought I'd take a break and do another spotlight. I wanted to look at Burberry. I just got a new Burberry scent the other day and almost completed my collection, as close as I'll be able to, so I thought I would look at it. Burberry is actually one of my favorite houses as well, yeah, I think they've got some good scents in their arsenal that some people would appreciate. Just a bit of background information first. Burberry is a designer brand. It was started in 1856 by Thomas Burberry in the south of England, and they originally used to make outerwear, coats and jackets, and that's basically how they became famous. Their very iconic trench coat. If you Google that, Burberry trench coat, you'll see it, and yeah, there's a good chance if you're into fashion you'll recognize it right away. Now currently, today, they still make designer clothes, but nowadays it's more for kind of trendy youths, trendy younger people. I would say kind of like 35 and under is basically the predominant age for the Burberry house, people who buy their clothes at least. Maybe not too old, but yeah, I think they mostly focus for the younger people. The last decade or so, Burberry's had a lot of bad image from chavs. If you're not from the UK, you might not know what a chav is. I don't really want to get into it. I don't want to offend anyone, but yeah, look it up and you can find out what a chav is. But yeah, basically what happened is Burberry is a designer brand, it's a reputable brand, but they were selling their clothes at too many kind of lower end department stores, and the prices were getting cheaper and cheaper, and you know, people were wearing them and giving them a bad name. They're associated with kind of street use and violence and gangs and kind of like this kind of trashy underbelly. You know, I don't want to get too far into it, but so basically Burberry wanted to get rid of that bad reputation, so they pulled their clothes from a lot of kind of mid-range and low-range department stores, and now they are exclusively being sold from Burberry shops or from high-end department stores, as well as their perfume. You can still buy Burberry perfume in a lot of department stores though. Now Burberry perfume, they do have quite a few offerings for men. I'm not really going to look at the women's. I do like some of the Burberry scents for women. Brit coming to mind right away. Brit for women is really nice. I don't own any of them and I haven't really tried any of them well enough to include them in the video though. Now their most famous scents for men are, I would say, London and Brit. London being a huge phenomenon, people are going crazy for it, rightfully so, I think though. Their latest offering is Burberry Sport, and the price ranges for Burberry differ very dramatically. You can get older scents or some of the flankers for as little as $20 for a full bottle. I've even heard people getting 100ml bottles of the of the summer flankers for less than $20 US, which is quite impressive for a designer house. And prices go up to $60 or more if you're buying newer perfumes from a department store. Yeah, like everything, you know, look around, compare prices, look in different sources. Now, I'm going to look at my collection. I'm going to go through them here, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit about them. I'm going to go chronologically as well, okay? So I've got Burberry for men, and this is their classic Burberry Man perfume. This is from 1995. Next in order, we've got Burberry Touch for Men, and that's from 2000. Next we have Brit, and that is from 2004, and that is their very famous tartan labeling, the Burberry tartan style. And the next one, as I said, I think this is probably their most famous, their most well-known, their most bought. London, this is from 2006. Their next one is the Beat from 2008. And I have a Burberry Man Flanker Summer from 2009. And their most recent one back here, that is Burberry Man Sport from 2010. What I'm missing from my collection, I'm missing flankers. I'm missing a lot of flankers. Brit, London, they've got at least 3 or 4 flankers each. A lot of them, you know, they do release every year or release a limited edition. I think they do one for like New Year's, things like that. The only flanker I have is this, and it's nice, but it just doesn't last. Actually, these are very different. These two here are very, very different scents. That's why I bought them. I have tried London. I have tried some of the London flankers, and they're just way too similar to me to spend the money. They're like $45 in Jakarta. I'm not going to pay that much for a flanker that is that similar. Also, I don't have the Sport flanker, which is just released actually. I would like to try that, but it's only recently been released. It's not available in Indonesia yet. The other ones I'm missing, Weekend, that was released in 1997. And in my eyes, that's the only real Burberry I'm missing other than the flankers. There is also one called Society, which was released in '91, but I can't find it anywhere, and it is quite scarce to find on the internet. I have tried Weekend, and it's just a little too uninteresting for me. It smells like Febreze, if anyone out there knows what Febreze is. Yeah, maybe I'll pick it up someday, but I'm not in a rush right now to do so. Okay, so from my collection, my favorite, yeah, I'm gonna have to pick this. I'm gonna have to agree that, you know, a lot of people do have pretty good taste with this one. London is really great. As a lot of people say, it's got a really Christmassy, wintry, you know, kind of festive season feel to it. It reminds me a lot of mincemeat. Like, I don't know, it's really nice, spicy, and tobacco, and yeah, I think this is really, really nice. Definitely my favorite, but it is done to death. Everyone that has a collection owns this. My second favorite, I think this gets a lot of bad press. The Beat, I really love this. I love the Beat a lot. It's got really, really nice pepper in it, citrus, and violet. It's really simple, but it's really nice, and it's quite youthful as well. I find this to be a really good, modern, youthful scent. Now, my least favorite, I'm going to nominate all of the flankers because they all have poor longevity, and the summer ones are the only ones that are different enough for me to buy, and I bought one because all of the summer ones I've tried, 2009, 2010, and 2008 as well, they all just smell almost the same. There's not really that much difference in them. But non-flanker, I'm gonna have to pick Brit. It's just too weird for me. Usually I will, you know, give applause to weird scents or unique scents, but this one to me is just too weird. It smells like pine-scented furniture polish or something. I don't know. I definitely don't hate it, and I will definitely say it's unique, but I just don't wear it, and I live in the tropics. This is just, it smells, yeah, like, you know, spraying pine sol on a Christmas tree. I don't know, that's the only way I can describe it. Just doesn't work for me, that's all. Maybe you guys like it. You know, it does have you know, positive sides to it. What would I recommend? Other than some of the big ones, I'm going to recommend Touch, because I think this gets a lot of negative press. A lot of people call it, you know, feminine. A lot of people call it teenage. I don't know how they can call it teenage. I find it to be like a nice, warm, kind of autumn scent. I think it's quite nice. So I'm going to give Touch my recommended scent from the Burberry house. Why I like Burberry? I think Burberry make really unique perfumes. Even, you know, like I said, Brit, it's a little too weird for me, but, you know, that's good. It's unique. I'll give it credit for that. But Burberry scents are often easy to wear. You know, when they suit a season. Most Burberry scents are made for autumn or winter, but, you know, in the autumn or winter you can wear them anytime. They're not overwhelming, they're not too strong, they're crowd pleasers. Also, you can get them for very cheap. You can find them very cheaply online, but they're still good quality. Easy to find. You can buy them in almost any department store, you know, kind of middle or upper end department store in the world. You can find them online very easily. You can walk into almost any perfume shop in the world and find Burberry. So yeah, those are all really good things about them. What I don't like about Burberry, too many flankers. And the Burberry flankers just don't last from my experience. And they're too similar to the originals as well. So that's one of my negative sides. Another one is the fact the ones that are popular are too popular. As great as this is, it's just once the winter comes around, everybody's pulling this out. So, you know, if you wear London around a big city, you know, if you wear it around London, Toronto, New York, you know, wherever in the summer, winter time, you know, you're gonna smell a lot of people wearing this. And as well, I think some Burberrys can be a bit too synthetic sometimes, but you know, what do you expect? Unless you're buying niche, you know, most perfumes will smell slightly synthetic. So there you go, guys. There's my spotlight on the Burberry house. You know, leave me some comments. Let me know what you guys think. What's your favorite Burberry? What Burberrys do you think, you know, maybe are overdone where you live? Which ones, you know, do you not like? What one do you think would you recommend? What Burberry is a sleeper? So yeah, leave some comments, and yeah, I'm gonna get on my next review and hopefully get out my How to Choose Your Ideal Scent Part 2 as soon as possible. Cheers, guys.